10-year anniversary Moon Tribe. Yesterday it went off, we hope. Tonight it's going to go off even more because we're going to be there, aren't we, Fiona? Yes. Yes.
What is Moon Tribe?
Oh, Lord. Well, I mean, it grew out of the rave scene of the early 90s, and a handful of friends just wanted to move it out to the desert under the full moon. And so, it's basically an all night and often all day dance party in the desert. But it's become so much more than that for so many of us, especially those of us who've been doing it for so long. It's 25, 26 years for me. It's like community, and it's being out in nature and paying attention to the cycles of the moon. And, so everybody comes for different reasons, but like the music and the community are a big part of why people come.
I started raving in February. And Madeline and Rusty Madeline was 4, Rusty was 2. So when I heard about Moon Tribe, my first thing was, I can bring the kids. Once I went, I mean, that was it. There was no holding me back.
When I first started coming to Moon Tribes, I was Veronica's daughter.
Like at first, for the first year or two, Siobhan was known as Veronica's daughter. And then when Siobhan got so involved in it and involved in council and everything else, and I wasn't going as much anymore, then it switched. I became known as Siobhan's mother, and I always love to correct people that she didn't bring me, I brought her.
I don't know, I felt like these were my people, and I think the feeling was just reciprocal. My early Moon Tribe, my early rave photos. Let's see. Full and silly. There's me and Mom. So that's 1997. She's way cooler than me, always.
After I was born, you're now going to Moon Tribe with a baby. What's that like?
That was a tough transition because it's like, okay, I'm just a mother now. I mean, everything's different. And, it took a while. I mean, it took me a while as a mother to like really settle into like, okay, this is my life, And so I went to a gathering when you were like 6 months old, and I brought my breast pump and sat there in the rental car in the middle of the night, like, while I'm looking over at the dance floor, and there's all my friends dancing. And I'm like, okay, this is not my life anymore. Hey, Mom. Hi. Yeah, it was a balancing act, trying to figure out who I am moving forward. And I didn't want to say goodbye to that, to my community and that joy. I mean, just the joy of being out in the dance floor in the desert with the full moon above you. I mean, it's an amazing feeling, but me being a part of kind of the core group, I felt empowered to be like, hey, let's make this more family friendly,
Hi, Fiona?
Okay. Hey. Ryan. Ryan, if you hurt yourself, it's not my fault. Don't hold on to me.
We'd figure out some way to have fun. I mean, we never stopped. We just were always running around. I told my boyfriend about it yesterday, and he was like, what the hell? And I'm like, what do you mean, what the hell? And he was like, I mean, that's kind of weird. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, it was normal for me. I mean, it is kind of weird. The people that go are weird, and it is kind of weird that we go into the middle of the desert and set up a DJ booth and dance to techno. But, I mean, it's fun.
It's awesome when there's been 3 generations of us.
We're one in a million, aren't we? I mean, we're so unique. It's not just the 3 generations. I mean, it's cousins and nieces and nephews. I always felt so fortunate that all of us family, we all loved it. I just love it. I could just sit in a chair and just watch it all in front of me, and just I'm mesmerized.